Gilchrist. Spencer Hawes out there with Kaminsky. Then there's Batum, and it's Lynn in at the 1 spot. Kid Gilchrist. And he's got his first free throw of the game. He misses the free throw. Mike Scott's checked in for the Hawks. And he sinks the second.
And now, your Atlanta Hawks cheerleaders.
A moment here to see the numbers for Al Horford. 9th in rebounding, and he sits in the top 15 in points per game. An absolute powerhouse.
Boy, he's unbelievably driven, and he competes with you for the full 48 minutes. Glass eater.
And there's the feed to Hardaway. Hardaway gets a screen from Bradley. Hardaway dishes to Bradley. And there's a whistle. That goes on Jeremy Lin. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. Charlotte making a switch here. Lee's checked in. No good on the second free throw. For Charlotte, they've gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. Very solid start for them. Courtney Lee is on the wing. From the baseline. And it's Bradley with the rebound.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
The game now all time. Here's Lynn. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Here's the screen. Pass to Hawes. The basket good off the assist from Lynn. And the Hornets lead by 2.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Kid Gilchrist with the steal. And here we go with Kid Gilchrist heading to the hoop. That drops. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Hornets.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk with Charlotte's head coach for a moment. He talked about the impact that Al Horford can have on a game and how they'll have their work cut out for them dealing with him. He said Horford's just a complete ball player. He does all the things you want from a big man. He can shoot, handle, and pass. He's always a tough matchup, but it starts with matching his energy level. Kevin, we'll see if they have what it takes.
Thanks a lot, Doris. And that one's good. Schroeder. Schroeder's got his first basket of the night. Charlotte leading by 4. And it's Kid Gilchrist penetrating. That is good.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Bradley kicks to Scott. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Charlotte's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And here is Lynn. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. And it's sent back by Horford. But he recovers it. 4 on the clock. No good from Lee. The Hawks trail by 4. They set the pick. Schroeder kicks to Bradley. Pick by Horford. Hardaway, no good.
All the defender had to do there was just stay close to him, and he did.
Takes the 13-footer. No good from Lee. Atlanta's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. A clear look for Hardaway. No luck, and Charlotte will go the other way with it. Last time they met was in Charlotte.
And really brought an impressive physicality to that matchup, drawing a ton of fouls and, of course, went on to win it.
Exactly. They were the aggressors. They played a grinded-out, gritty style that they'd be wise to emulate tonight.
And now, your Atlanta Hawks cheerleaders.
With a break in the action, let's take a peek at the top rebounding teams in the NBA this season. Second.
You know, it's not necessarily a glamour stat, but make no mistake, their top-notch board work has been a huge key to their success.
And the Hawks making a change here. Cephalosha's checked in. Here's Schroeder. Here's Scott. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
Outside, Kid Gilchrist uses the glass to finish the layup. Kid Gilchrist has got 7.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low.
Bradley kicks to Horford. Scott with a screen on Lynn. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Drills it from outside. He's got 9.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Kaminsky sets the pick for Lynn. He feeds it to Kaminsky. The three-pointer no good.
So far on the glass, it hasn't even been close.
Yeah, they're taking it to him. It feels like they've gotten every loose ball.
And stolen by Horford. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see them operating a lot of their offense from the interior today.
Kid Gilchrist with it. And no good trying to get that one. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Hornets on top. They're up by 1. And Jeremy Lin, a player who's come a long way in his time in this league, from going undrafted out of Harvard to where he is now. He says he remains very grateful.
I wasn't sure, if my career would ever pan out the way I was hoping for, or if I would be able to stay in the NBA. And so for me to be here playing, to be able to know I'm going to play in the game, in an NBA game, it's just, it's pretty cool.
Well, in a game filled with some pretty big egos, there are also guys like that who are living the dream in their own very... So for the Hawks, Scott comes in for Al Horford. And Bradley's subbed in for Kyle Korver. Some changes for Charlotte. Bradley in at shooting guard. Paul Millsap out there with Scott. Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Cephalosha in at the 3 slot. So that's the Hawks 5. Right side, Lynn. Here's Hawes. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
Bradley drives in. Here's Scott, and the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
They set the pick. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. To the middle. Here's Hawes. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. The Hornets have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point. First one falls for him. And both free throws good by Hawes.
Well done again. He doesn't have the same problems at the line that plague some of the NBA's other big men.
Schroeder passes to Bradley. To the left side wing. Inside. Shot is no good. And Charlotte will go the other way with it.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Atlanta's gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them. The pass to Schroeder. Back to Bradley. Here's Scott. Nails the wide open jump shot. Scott's got the lead up to 3 now for the Hawks.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Outside, Lynn. Here's Hawes. Yes! And a nice assist from Lynn. Hawes got 8.
And started hot, and he's only gotten harder.
Atlanta's gone 4 of 6 from long range in the second quarter. Solid shooting. Schroeder, some solid defense there from Lynn. Charlotte has gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. And a wide open look for Lee. Knocks down the 3 ball. Lee's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Here's Scott. Kicks it out to Bradley. A 3-pointer off the mark.
Boy, they're trailing in this game, and they're starting to settle for jumpers offensively.
Yeah, it could work, but I wouldn't take that approach, Clark. They should be fighting their way inside for better looks.
Shot's good from Hawes.
How about the screen that frees him up, though, for the jumper?
1:19 left here in the second. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
That's good. Schroeder's got 6 points in the quarter.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And, Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment. And let's take a look at some numbers for Paul Millsap. 3rd in blocks, and he's among the top 15 in rebounding. Just a powerful presence in the paint.
And I like the fact that he's committed to dominating in that category as a shot blocker. His awareness and hustle really off the charts. Kid Gilchrist has been all sorts of trouble for him. He has 8 points, and he has 1 steal to his credit as well.
And, Clark, he's just done a great job defensively. That 1 steal doesn't tell the whole story.
Millsap has the open look. Again, Millsap missing.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Lynn dishes to Kaminsky. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. Pass to Lee. No good. Nice D from Scott.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Millsap a screen on Kid Gilchrist. Schroeder kicks to Millsap. Here's Cephalosha, and he gets that one to go off the front iron. Cephalosha's got his first basket.
And that's definitely a shot that he has in his arsenal.
And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one.
All right, guys, I want to go over some things before we get back out there. Such a big part of the first half was the scoring punch we got off the bench. That gave us a whole other element that they just didn't have the ability to deal with. Ball security was probably our high point. Let's continue to keep a tight handle on the ball and not try to thread too many needles with our passes. Okay, one more thing. A smooth flow to the second half is just what we're looking for. Let's keep things moving, but not at some kind of breakneck pace. We know we're up against a tough team tonight. Let's show them we're just as tough.